It's Jess and Sal. Welcome to, I'm gonna bake something and hope it tastes good. And I'm also wearing a college shirt again. I am making my lemon blueberry loaf. I'm gonna tweak it a little bit. I'm adding more Greek yogurt than I am sugar because I felt like I was adding a lot of sugar in the beginning. And then we're gonna be making this loaf for my fiance's coworker. Her name is Mel and she's a sweetheart. Her birthday just passed. She always feeds all of her coworkers, including Sal. Yeah, last time I made dip for her, she liked it. So here we go. Okay, it's actually a really fast recipe, I think, in terms of getting all the ingredients together and doing all that stuff. I think what takes the longest in my perspective and is the most annoying is just getting the zest of the lemon. If there's like some zest machine, you know how they come up with gadgets and stuff for the kitchen? If there's something for that, let me know. Your girl wants to know. Sal BRB. Okay, so I got a bowl. I got my zester. You got lemons.
I have lemons. I need to wash them.
Yeah. I want to show you this really cute bowl I got. It has like flowers in it. I thrifted this. Adorable. We're gonna put some lemons in here just to hold them for the meantime.
I don't know if you need 4, but I get you 4.
I don't need. I probably need 2, but Sal got me 4 and it's okay. We appreciate when the men help us in the kitchen. I think we're gonna need 2 tablespoons of this. Pretty sure. Maybe. So, I am wearing a USC shirt this time when we're baking. Maybe I'll make that a thing. Like every time I bake, I'll wear a different college shirt. And again, I'm allowed to do that because I'm a counselor. I was actually just at USC and Caltech this weekend that just passed for an event with a program that they have. So they invited a lot of counselors from rural communities, and I know we talked about this, but we're in the Central Valley, middle of nowhere. I think it was a really cool program that they did. I learned a lot about USC and Caltech, things I didn't know, to the point where I was like, hey, this is definitely, like, I'm gonna always encourage kids, like, especially, you know, well, at least for Caltech, they love STEM like that. This is where you should go, research, all that good stuff. And then even USC, they have so much to offer. And I loved everything about it. Left Sal alone for a couple days. Those are always his favorite days. It's always the most cleaning he ever does, I feel like. Yeah.
She left, and so I cleaned our entire room and our bathrooms.
Last time I left, I don't know where I left, but I left him again. I think it's when I visited Frankie when I went to the Bay Area. I came home, the first thing I walk into our house and the couches are moved, and I was like, what the? Rearranged everything. And I was like, what the heck? Okay, zested 2 lemons. This is what it gave me. 1 TB, as if you don't know. Okay, because I zested 2 tablespoons worth of lemon zest. We're gonna make 2. Okay, have that. I need sugar. I need half a cup of sugar. Half a cup of sugar. Stinky little baby. Okay, just half a cup. I'm not right on top because it's a lot of sugar. So much sugar. Okay, and then you gotta mix it in. Your fingers are recommended. I don't know. I like to use it later just because I don't really like getting my fingers dirty. So I'm just going to start off by just mixing it, getting those chunks in there. But eventually it does work better when you use your fingers to mix in the sugar with the zest. And then also just keep in mind, this really allows like that lemon flavor to get into your bread too, because you're throwing it in there and you're mixing it with all that sugar, and that sugar is getting into the entire loaf. You can probably do this a lot faster with just using your fingers, but I didn't want to. Once you have it as mixed as you want, make sure you have clean hands. So now what I'm gonna throw in there, not saying you should sponsor me, but always using this lactose-free one. So, gotta be considerate my pookie. Whenever we were at the conference thing this weekend, the girl that was sitting next to me was telling me how she was so happy. They gave us a charcuterie board with a bunch of cheese and stuff, and how happy she was because her husband doesn't eat cheese, and so she doesn't get to eat cheese and all this other stuff. And I'm like, girl, my fiance should not be having cheese. I go, my fiance always be eating cheese and dairy and all this other stuff, and then who suffers? Also, some things that are just going on. I submitted an application today to volunteer at an animal shelter in a area not too far from me, so that happened. I looked at volunteering at the Boys and Girls Club. We have a local one here, but I just need to figure out like background check and stuff because It wanted me to submit my social security online, and I get really worried about that. I'm used to like doing my own background checks and then just making sure that I'm sending it to the right place. We'll see how that goes. Okay, 1 cup yogurt for each of those. Then, instead of putting some aside, you give it to your fiance to put away. I'm just kidding. Okay, that's done. We're gonna do half a cup of, well, half a cup, 1/4 cup of oil. Sprinkle, baby. I'm using my olive oil. I'm not even using the whole thing because it's not oil. I think this helps with moistness. If it doesn't, I'm sorry, I'm down. I don't know how to bake. Then we're gonna use some vanilla extract. As the recipe says, 1 teaspoon worth. And that's all my vanilla extract. I kind of used half a teaspoon for this one, but it's okay. Crack the eggs. I used to watch this cooking show. I used to watch this lady on Food Network who was always very adamant about cracking your eggs in a separate bowl before you put them in your main bowl. You think, you know, I grew up watching that, I would probably do that, but I don't do that. Yeah. Ooh.
This is the real reason why she wants me to be in the video. You guys thought this was a cooking video? This is actually a tip and tricks video on how to save $350. You wanna know why?
Why?
Because a KitchenMaid it costs $350.
That's pretty good.
And all I'm saying is, this right here, bro, is free. Watch this.
Put it on medium.
Oh.
A little faster. Ah!
So
Okay, I do that. My brother bakes. He bakes, because look at this. This thing's huge.
it doesn't even fit in the frame of that camera.
It doesn't fit in my cabinets. I don't know if that says something about my cabinets or the sizes.
Look at that, nice and goopy.
Save myself $350. Did I save myself $350 or did he save himself? Okay, I'm using all-purpose flour here. I'm doing 1.5.
Dang, hey, I did a hand model. Look at this. Wow, who is he? Wow.
So this morning, I was not able to eat my usual breakfast, which is a protein bagel, because I didn't have time to do it yesterday or this morning. I was running kind of late to work.
Okay.
And yes, you can just put it on the side. So I had to make just like, I made some sausages and eggs, which is fine. Like it's good too, right? How much salt? Okay, I'm just gonna use half a teaspoon, it says 3/4. But my thing is, when I usually have that meal, I like to do onion crunch from Trader Joe's. Well, I'm like gonna do that or whatever, and I'm just mixing these in together with a fork because I'm lazy. And I couldn't open it, and he was already gone, and it really sucked. And I was like, I need to work out more because I can't open this can of Trader Joe's Onion Crunch, and it made my breakfast suck. And yeah, just things, just girl diaries or whatever. I have all this mixed. I'm gonna need my hand mixture to come in. I'm grabbing my bowl, grabbing these. Don't overmix though, because we're still gonna have to fold in the blueberries.
Blueberries, that's right. You said that last time, I remember.
Yeah, yeah. I showed Sal this flyer I saw for, what is it, aqua?
Like water Zumba or something. I feel like it's like really sticky.
Let me see. I saw a flyer for a Zumba water class. I told Sal I should come in. He's being super anti.
Look, man, I did the whole like dancing classes. You want me to
I'm just trying to find
get
things
down
to do.
into a bathing suit and do Zumba?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just trying to do things in our community. Like, what cool, unique things, you know, is there to do? Oh, Zumba class.
Zumba water class.
Zumba water class. Why not? Okay. This is what he made so far. So now we're gonna do the next one, and while he's doing his last one, I'm gonna go prep the blueberries. And then I'm gonna coat the blueberries a little bit with flour because it kind of helps it from going all down, so then the blueberries stay all over the loaf and it's not just in one place. So obviously you're gonna put a certain amount of blueberries, but I have one of these because I think like it helps me just see it a little bit more. So let's see what the recipe asks for, because I have no idea. I know this recipe also says that you can do frozen or
fresh
blueberries, but I always just do fresh. I've read the reviews for the recipe though, and a lot of people saying that it tasted just fine with frozen, so that's good to know. See? Even this is 2 cups. It's fine.
Oh yeah. I like it extra blueberry and extra lemony, so.
Yeah.
I have 4 10s right now. At least I have 4 10s, which means I work 4 10-hour days. But they're not 10-hour days because I get a 1-hour lunch, so they're technically 11-hour days. So I'm exhausted because we went to bed last night at like 1 in the morning. I woke up at 6, got ready, went to work, got out at 6, went to the grocery store, bought some stuff, came home. But we're here.
Don't ask me how much flour I'm gonna put in here. I'm just gonna put flour in there. I'm just making sure that it's coated. And honestly, whatever I just put right now, is coating it pretty perfectly. So this is me coating it. Yeah, it's just like coated blueberries or whatever. So you're just gonna fold them in. Fold them in. You guys ever watch Schitt's Creek? Gotta fold in the cheese to the enchiladas. Gotta fold them in. Okay. I think blueberries are folded. So I'm getting parchment paper because I'm gonna put it in my glass loaf pan. This is a 5x9. You don't have to line it, I just like to line it. Okay, you wanna hold it, baby, while you pour this in there? He also preheated the oven right now for 350. Once it starts going in, yeah, just let that go in there.
I sent you a TikTok, bro, of how to do this.
How do you do it?
So that like it fits perfectly in the bowl, in the paper.
And? What was the method? Did you do it right now?
No.
Then?
Okay, I'm gonna try it on this one.
You're gonna wanna make sure when you're making these, you're giving yourself enough time because you want it to cool down and stuff, but it's going to take an hour in the oven.
That's why you bought 2 pens.
I did buy 2 pans, 2 of these pans, just because, I don't know. I don't like the idea of having the oven on and wasting energy. This is what it looks like. This is the loaf in here, and then we're gonna go put it in the oven a little bit, okay? Okay. Folded per se. Last thing after it cooks, I'll show you guys how I do my sugar glaze. So, Sal's putting in the loaves in the oven right now. While those cook, here are some things I recommend you do. Give your dog attention. If you haven't taken your dog on a walk today, go do that. Go play with your dog, give them some love. Even your cats, all your pets all deserve the love. Go read a book, go outside. Give your significant other, your family attention, call your mom. When was the last time your mom heard from you? As long as it makes you happy, that's what matters. I won't judge you. Okay, everybody, we're back. It's kind of late. If you hear crunching, it's my dogs in the background. They're eating their dinner. But just keep in mind, like I had mentioned before, it does take 50 minutes to cook, so just make sure you're doing this with enough time for it to get fully browned. So this is what the final loaf looks like. Oh, look at that. Doesn't it look so good? Look at that. It was about 50 minutes. No, actually, I keep saying 50 minutes. I'm pretty sure I've been saying 50 minutes, but it was actually like an hour. And then one of the loaves, I like to personally put the loaves like side by side, long ways in the oven. I had Sal put them in, which it doesn't make a difference, but he did put them vertically, so the back was just browning a little bit more than the front one was, since he put them horizontally in there. So I did take the back one out first, and then I let the other one kind of brown a little bit more before I took that one out. So yeah, this is the second one. There's obviously glaze recipes out there for that thick glaze, so that when you put it on top, it's like that, the white glaze, you know, the sugar cream glaze. But I don't do that. Sometimes what I do is I just cut my bread in slices, and then I put this contraption that I'm about to make right now. I just kind of glaze it on top just so that every slice gets some. And it's just lemon juice and powdered sugar. So I'm going to squeeze those lemons that we zested so that they don't go to waste. But yeah, while it was cooking, Sal made dinner for us and it was delicious. Oh my God, I told him I wanted to keep eating it, but we need to save some for lunch tomorrow. Because I have 2 batches, or 2 loaves, I just put 1 whole lemon in here. I'm not measuring, guys, I'm just pouring, so. That looks good. Like I said, I'm gonna poke some holes in my loaf. And I think that maybe might help these juices go in a little bit more. Then I'm just gonna pour. That is the final bread with the glaze on. The sugar, you know, glaze that I put on there, but that's it. I'll probably show you guys it in my display, maybe a little taste test, but that is the bread for today. So I do have one of those cake stands. It's just dirty and it's over there. Yeah, but this is the loaf. I don't want to drop it. But yeah, that's my loaf.
Yeah.
What I like about this too is it doesn't have too many ingredients. I'm not knocking down on Costco, but I will say, because I do get a lot of their stuff, and especially they just have like I actually want to make a dupe of it or something, like an at-home version of. It was a like cheesecake, but it had strawberries and the crust was, oh my God, it was delicious. Anyways, that was from Costco, and they actually have a lemon blueberry loaf too. But I was, just because now that I made my own lemon blueberry loaf, I was looking at the ingredients, and then I looked at the ingredients on that, and there's just like a lot of stuff in it that it was like those big words where I was kind of like, ah. But I know mine comes with like not too many ingredients and I can make it at home, so. Yeah, that's my loaf. Thank you for joining me. Like we said, maybe I'll make this a series. Maybe I'll make banana bread next, and maybe I'll be wearing a different collared shirt. Okay, bye.